Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I would like to show you a game I created, and the game is called Jellybean Panic. It is a party game meant to be played between, well, I'm not sure if it counts as a party game. It's a two-player game, whatever you want to call it. Basically, two people versus each other with jelly beans for ultimate supremacy. Anyways, here's how the game is played. That's the back cover. Has all the jelly beans I'm using. Jellybean Panic. Isn't that cute? Designed it myself. Essentially, you got these 6 different jelly beans. There are 6 jelly beans that are 6 suits, and they're numbered 1 through 6. So there's 6 of this guy, 6 of this dude, 6 of 6, 6 of that, 6 of that, 6 of that, so on and so forth. Anyways, the whole point of the game is that you play 3 rounds. You basically share the deck. Whoever goes first deals out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards to one individual. That's the opponent. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the other. You leave the deck kind of in the middle here. And basically, the whole point of the game is that you look at your hand. Whatever you get, usually it's more shuffle than this. This is a new deck that I just opened up. And long story short, you place your hand down in 2 rows of 3. You put the cards anywhere you want. Your opponent, who you are battling, does the same, except they don't mess it up like I just did. Everything's straight, everything's forward. Okay, this is basically, you play 3 rounds of this. It's a 36 card deck, so which means you get 3 rounds of this particular game. So basically what it is, it's like, I guess, Advanced War, I guess you could say. Deck stays there, discard pile can be here or anywhere. Long story short, you go back and forth. Like, if it's my turn over here, I get to choose which card I want. So let's say I want to use this one. And it's 2. I then choose which one of my opponent's cards that I would like to battle against. So let's say I want this one over here. Now that's a 2, and this is a 2. Now if they're both 2s, they are both sent to the shared discard pile. Bam, right over here. Means they are out of the game. Non-existent. And then, your opponent would go, and you could determine how you go any which way, but basically it's a back and forth. Whoever, basically one person is chosen to deal out the cards in the first round, and the other person deals out the cards. Basically whoever wins the round deals out the cards on the next round. So I'll get to that in a minute. Anyways, continuing off, I chose to attack that. We both lost. They're down. Oh, they're over there. Now it's this guy's turn. And this guy's like, I want to do this card, and I want to attack this one over here. A 4. Alright, well, 5 versus 4. Obviously, the 5 is going to win. So, this 5, since you won it, this guy won it, goes over in his I win points pile. Whereas this dude, bam, goes to the discard with those. And basically, this continues back and forth. Just a quick thing, in case you end up coming across this. Essentially, let's say, just for the sake of argument, I know this one beat this one, so this one will be discarded, and this one will be put over here in your, pile. And then at the end of the bowl, all the 3 rounds, you, whoever won the best 2 out of 3, that's who wins the whole game. If it's a tie, it's a tie. Oops, stuff happens. But something in particular, in case it's not covered here, let's suppose it that this is a 6 and this is a 6. I'm sorry. Forget what I just said. Let's suppose it that you get this type of situation where you beat your opponents. The reason that these guys are colored is because if you get a situation like this where this 6 beats this 1, if your opponent has a matching jelly bean color, you take their card and add it to your pile. So, yeah, so you get both of these. Whereas your opponent would just have like the 1 because he just beat your 1 card out. So he's down to 3. He's down to 3. It's this dude's turn. He goes. He chooses that one. Oh, okay. Perfect example. A 6 and a 5. So he won. But this is also green. So you get to take your opponent's Jellybean. Bam. Now add it to your pile. And then this guy's again. Wham. Attacks that. Wham. Compare him. This dude wins. Add it to the pile. He loses. Discard pile. And then so on and so forth with the last two. This dude wins over here. This dude goes to discard. And then at the end of the game, you count who has more. This guy had 4. This guy had 3. Which means now he gets sent to discard. So this guy won the first round. Now he, over here, this dude, is now the dealer. Now he goes, here you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do with your hand what you will, sir. And then I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at your hand. Ooh. Place him down in 2 rows of 3. This guy is going to look at his hand. Place him down in 2 rows of 3. The whole reason you're allowed to look at your hand is, got to think, what is your opponent going to do? Is he going to attack my front row? Is he going to attack my back? It also gives you an advantage by knowing where your higher cost cards are. So you know, okay, if I know that my 6, let me just set this up here. Focus less on the camera and more on setting this up. So if I know my 6 is over here, and let's say I go over, I'm choosing, it's my turn, and I know where to choose my, let's say I choose this guy, and let's say, okay, he's a 5. Oh, what can I do to beat a 5? Wait, I remember this guy's 6. Bam, beats him out. You're gone, add it to the pile, and you're one step closer to winning. Anyways, yeah, you basically do this 3 times, and whoever's the winner of the 3, or, like I said, if it's a tie, that's the game. And this is Jellybean Panic. And that's all I got for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you like it. Please roast me in the comments.